Brothers side of Roslin at fullback. Brown and Roffey are on the wings. Hamilton and Brown are the centres. Harsh and Gill the halves. Brown is at lock. Barry Danzy and Kuehl are the second rowers. Pope and Hayward are the front rowers. And Cross is the hooker today for the brothers side.
And it goes to the brothers fullback, Steve Roslin. Brothers side, number 1, Steve Roslin. Number 2, Phil Brown. Number 3, Ross Brown. Number 4, Peter Hamilton. 5, Tim Roffey. 6, Ron Harsh and captain. 7, Stephen Gill. 8, Dave Brown. Number 9, Barry Danzy.
And the native side led out by captain coach John Booth.
Number 1, Michael Mansfield. Number 2, Keith Hibbert. Number 3, Andre Platt. 4, Jeff Dixon. 5, Keith Myers. 6, John Booth. 7, Steve McGoldrick. 8, Craig Taylor. 9, Lance Wally. Number 10, Peter Dickinson. Number 11, Michael Sherlock. Number 12, Stu Grills. And number 13, David Burke. The BRL officials, Mr. George Moore, being accompanied to the centre of the field by Mr. Brian Conklin, the member for Hickler.
The officials out in the middle at the moment, the president and chairman of the Bundaberg Rugby League, Mr. George Moore, Alderman John Faircloth, the member for Bundaberg, Clem Campbell, and also Ryan Conquest, the member for Hinkler, who will take the kick. It's to be natives that are going to kick off, or would have kicked off. All is in readiness. The team's pretty well as was programmed. Dixon coming into the natives lineup, which is Mansfield at fullback, Hibbert and Lyons the wingers, Plath and Dixon the centres, Booth and McGoldrick are the halves, Taylor is at lock, Wally and Dickinson in the second row, Sherlock and Booth in the front row, and Stewie Grills is the hooker. So the kick-off taken there by Brian Conquest. Steve McGoldrick sets the ball in centre field. Captains are asked. Ron Harsh says yes. John Booth says yes. Referee blows it away. Does referee Crawford? A-grade final underway. There's the kick from McGoldrick. It's a long one. Taken by brothers down in their own goal area. Up they come. Solid defence in there right on the 22. Natives in there to knock them over. Brothers to play it. To pick some of these players up as we go. Penalty goes to brothers. Natives up offside. Pope was with it. Pope puts the kick up for touch. Good kick, tap free taken 1 metre inside brothers territory. Brown brings the ball in, gives it to Cross. Cross takes the tap free, gives it across then to Gill. Gill gets the pass away. Barry Danzy it was that took the tackle. Danzy plays it, and it comes through Gill again. Second rower there in Kuehl is knocked over. Kuehl will play it. A boot's gone already. Running with it is Brothers. Brothers take the tackle. 8 metres inside natives territory. And that was Cross. It's passed across field now. Long pass from Danzy. It's gone behind everybody. McGoldrick's charging for it, but Brothers dive on it. McGoldrick dives on that Brothers player in turn, and he will play it. Brothers to play the ball. Brown. Brown is wrapped up. Just inside Brothers territory. Plays it. There's a Brothers player down injured. We'll pick him up in a minute. Pope gets the pass away. A short, sharp pass it was to Kuehl. Kuehl will play it just inside natives territory. Danzy gives the ball away to Gill. It comes across to Harsh. Harsh is wrapped up. Dickinson, Wally and Booth in there to knock him over. It's played back. That's Pope. Pope runs hard with it. Pope is wrapped up 10 metres inside natives territory. This is the last tackle for Brothers. The kick will come. That it does from Gill. It's gone straight up in the air, but sun's in the eyes. Lyons puts his hands up. It's knocked back by Brothers. Knocked into touch. And so a scrum will pack down. This is the first scrum of the match. Just inside natives territory. That Brothers player is back on his feet. It was Hamilton. Scrum to pack. Brothers put it in. Brothers take it out. Picked up by Brown. Brown in turn is wrapped up by McGoldrick. Booth and Lyons plays it. Cross will play it now. Pope's a dummy half. Hayward runs it up, knocked over 5 metres inside Natives territory. It's played through Gill. Harsh holds it up, dummies it, gets it back. The ball's gone loose. And we've got a first fight of the grand final on. As tempers frayed as the play goes on with Natives in possession. Dixon's got it. Dixon gets it across to Booth. Booth gets the pass out now. It goes to McGoldrick to Lyons. Lyons gets it back inside to the full-back. And still the fight continues. They're all more waltzing than fighting at the moment. Referee Crawford has decided to come back and say, well, let's get all this sorted out. Rosalind was involved in it with Hibbard. Didn't pick up who the others were, too busy watching the football. But anyway, it looks as though we'll just have to wait on Mr. Crawford's decision. 3 minutes gone, 0-all. Linesman giving his report to Mr. Crawford. He's blowed up 1 he wants, 2 he wants. So Roslin and Hibbard. Booth is coming over, Harsh coming over too, the 2 captains. So it looks like it could be a walkies to the sin bin. Is he just going to say, let's get it over and done with now? Let's get rid of all the bet up steam and get on with the football. And that's what he's done. Now, referee Crawford goes back. Play will continue with Natives to play it. Plays it. Lyons is a dummy half. Runs it from dummy half. Wrapped up by Pope. Kuehl was in there too. Lyons will play it. Grills is a dummy half. He dummies it. Holds onto it. Sherlock is a dummy half now. Sherlock gives it to McGoldrick, then on to Johnny Booth. Johnny Booth flicks it back inside to David Booth. David Booth's wrapped up. Booth will play it. Midfield on the 22. John Booth loses the ball. Lyons dives on it. Knock on, says the referee, and a scrum will pack down. Scrum to pack. Goes down. Penalty to Natives. So I don't know what they'll do. We'll wait and see. McGoldrick's going to kick for touch. He's just inside the 22 of Brothers. Tap free will be taken. 12 metres out from the line by Keith Lyons. Takes it. McGoldrick holds it up. Gives it now to Taylor it was. Taylor got the pass away. That's the second rower in Lance Wally. Wally will play it. Midfield, 8 metres short from the line. Grills with it. Grills gets it to Taylor. Taylor then to McGoldrick. McGoldrick a long pass to John Booth, but he's wrapped up by Brown. He will play it. Lyons a dummy half. Lyons runs it from dummy half. Brown's in there over the top to knock him down. He'll play it. McGoldrick. Taylor. Taylor gives it then on to the Natives player. Was Wally again. Grills, then on to McGoldrick. McGoldrick holds it up, gives it on to John Booth, who got it to David Booth. Right on the try line are Natives. Natives to play it. McGoldrick throws it back to John Booth. They've got to do something with it. Kicks it through, but it's Brothers that dive on it. Brothers in possession right on their own try line. Brothers will play it. That they do. 4 metres out from their own line, they play the ball. Cross gets it 10 metres out now. Cross will play it. Hayward runs into the opposition. Plays the ball. Taylor it was down low. Plath in over the top. Dixon and down low. Plath kicks it through and kicks it into touch. So we'll have another scrum to pack. This scrum packing down 12 metres out from the Brothers line. 0-all's the score. 6 minutes gone. It's put in. It'll be won by Brothers. That it is. Gill quickly wrapped up by Taylor. Nice tackle round the ankles. Plays it back. Brothers in possession. Just inside their own 22. Pope's wrapped up right on the 22. Plays it. Cross. Got it out to Kuehl. Kuehl knocked over. Midway between the half and 22. He'll play the ball. There's the kick put in by Gill. Deep downfield. It's a high one. Matter of fact, it's too high. It's out on the full. Now another scrum will pack down. Scrum to back down. He put in by McGoldrick for Natives. Put in by McGoldrick. Taken out by McGoldrick. Booth quickly to Dixon. Dixon gives it on then to Mansfield. Mansfield to Platt. Platt's gone without it. Mansfield dives on it. Knock on. So this scrum will be to be fed by Gill for Brothers. Put in. Taken out by Gill. Lost it. Dived on by Brothers. It was Timmy Roffey that ended up with it. Brothers play it. Gill to take the tackle. Roffey at dummy half to Pope. Pope runs into solid defence there. 3 Natives players in there. Make that 4. Knock him over. Hayward. Hayward wrapped up. Played back. Gill picks up a low pass. Got it to Harsh. Then to Brown. Brown's caught. Knocked over by John Booth. It's played back. Harsh. It's to Pope. Pope puts a little kick in and went for it to get it back. Brothers have knocked it on. It was picked up by Brown, but the knock-on will be paid. Phil Brown. Yeah, Phil Brown, Ross Brown, and Dave Brown. So this scrum will be fed by Natives. McGoldrick puts the ball in, takes the ball out, knocked it on. No, penalty. And the penalty is against McGoldrick's feet of the scrum. And not retiring. Pope puts the kick into touch. There's the tap free. Hayward. Brown, Booth waits for him, puts him down. So Brothers back in Natives territory with a chance to mount an attack. Gill, Harsh, Brown back to Harsh. Then it goes on to Roslin. Roslin got it out to Brown. Brown gets it out to Roffey. Roffey's charging down the sideline, but he's knocked over in some solid defence. But they're only 10 metres out from the try line. Brothers on the attack. Through Roslin it goes. Danzy tries to stand him up. Gets the pass away. The ball's gone loose. Hayward picks it up. Hayward gets the pass across field. It's thrown out to no one. Brown picks it up now. Brown down the sideline. He's caught by Booth and also by Lyons. He's into touch. Good spreading attack then from this very exciting Brothers back line. They're quick. So the scrum to pack. McGoldrick to put it in. Scrum 10 metres out from Natives line. It's put in by Natives. Taken out by McGoldrick. Gives it to Mansfield. Mansfield's knocked over. Mansfield will play it. McGoldrick a dummy half to Booth. Then on to Dixon. Dixon grabbed round the ankles and knocked over by Brown. That's Dave Brown. Play back to Taylor. Wally knocked over. Dickinson. McGoldrick tries to kick it. Caught. Now he gets it to pass away. Natives with some room to move. Couldn't pass it. Good tackle from behind. It was Gill. This Grills gets it to pass away. This is Mansfield into the back line again. Mansfield out of a couple of tackles. Can't pass it. Harsh has followed him up. Harsh knocks him into the ground. This is the last tackle for Natives. It's played back. Wally with it. Wally gives it to McGoldrick. Puts the kick downfield. Brown can't get it. It's gone into touch and goal. So back to the 22. To recommence play with the tap. Brothers to take the tap. They take it now. Pope's got it. Pope runs up to the defence. Wally and Booth, and they push him back to the 22. Pope will play it. Plays it now. Booth there to throw the Brothers player into the ground. It was Kuehl. It's played back. Gill across to Harsh. Harsh puts on the power. He's wrapped up. This is Roslin. Roslin's knocked back. Roslin will play the ball midway between, or just outside the 22, as a matter of fact, of Brothers. Hayward caught, knocked over. Hayward to play it. They're now midway between the half and 22. Brothers, Pope runs it up. Hard, Taylor's there, Grills is there. Dickinson, knock him over. He'll play it. It's played back. Gill gets it out then to Harsh. Harsh got it on. Brown's gone without the ball. Hibbard's picked it up. Natives in possession. Brown jumps on him. Hibbard will play it. Plays it now. Wally from dummy half. Brown gets him round the ankle and they hold him up, knock him over. Plays it. Hibbard at dummy half. Gets it on to Taylor. Taylor gets it out to Booth. Booth got it on to that's Sherlock. Sherlock knocked over. 10 metres inside Brothers territory. Booth puts the kick in. Grubber kick. This one will find touch. Yes, it does. Finds touch. About 8 metres out from the Brothers line. Scrum to pack. Scrum to go down. Brothers to feed it. Won by Brothers. The ball goes back. Brown's got it. Brown's in behind his own goal line. No, he's just outside the try line as he plays the ball back. Brothers to play it. Played back. Cross. Cross is knocked over. Cross will play it. Cross plays it to Pope. Pope will play it. Cross gets it to Gill. There's the kick and Brothers are flying through after it. No one home for Natives. The ball's going to set. Mansfield's fallen over and the ball bounces back. Lyons is there for Natives to pick it up. It was a nice bounce back for Brothers if they could have had someone there. Open paddock too. Mansfield now with it. Mansfield's grab knocked over by Cross. Brown's there as well. Dave Brown plays it. Lyons at dummy half. Booth then on to Taylor. Taylor will run it straight up. Meets the opposition. Kuehl and also Gill. Played Grills there. Now through to McGoldrick. McGoldrick holds it up. Dickinson's gone without it. Lyons has got it. Knocks it back in field, but it's gone into touch. And a scrum will pack. Scrum goes down again. Free Crawford says move it in the field a little. Brothers will put the ball in. The scrum screwed all the way around. Don't know who's come up with it. Brothers have. Brothers play it now. Cross is wrestled into the ground by McGoldrick. Brothers play it right on halfway. Hayward runs it up. Got away from a couple of feeble attempts at tackle. 10 metres inside Brothers territory. Plays it to Cross now. Gill, Harsh. Is these Brothers back line again, getting ready to put themselves into action. Hamilton it was, knocked over. Plays it to Cross. Now it goes to Kuehl. Kuehl gets the pass away to Harsh. Harsh is grabbed, gets it back to Kuehl. Gets it back now. It's gone loose, picked up by Gill eventually. Gill starts to run, finds a gap. But that just closed on him. Sherlock knocked him down. Plays it back. Kick through by Pope. Plath takes it. And Plath in turn will play the ball. Plath plays it now. On their own 22 Natives. Sherlock will play it. This is Dixon. Dixon runs it up. Dixon knocked over. Midway between the half and 22. Dixon plays it. Then it goes out to Booth. Then it goes to McGoldrick. Back to Booth. Booth finds a bit of room to move. Gives it out then to Sherlock. Sherlock gets it back inside to Lyons. Lyons having a run. Gets it back to Grills. Grills under one tackle. Knocked over. Gets up to play it now. Plays it back to Lyons, then on to McGoldrick. McGoldrick gives it out to Booth. Booth knocked over. Natives back midway between the half and 22 in Brothers territory. There's a kick put in by McGoldrick. It finds touch. And so another scrum will pack down 8 metres outside the Brothers try line. Brothers to feed. Nil all the score. Put in by Brothers, taken out by Brothers. Gill's got it and he's driven into the ground. It's played now, Cross. Cross runs, Cross is put down. Phil Brown from dummy half has a run. Still going, Phil Brown away from a couple of tackles. Finally knocked over by Lyons. Phil Brown plays it. Cross gets it to Hayward. Hayward trying to find a way up the middle. He's knocked over. We'll play the ball. Plays it now. Kicks put in. Once again, big open spaces where that kick goes. But plenty of Natives people there to get it. John Booth picks it up and he runs into trouble. And it's like a little waltz out there now. Booth ends up gently going to ground. Barry Danzy, the tackler. Mansfield gives it on then to Hibbard. Hibbard's knocked over. Hibbard will play the ball. Pope, the tackler. It's played to Grills. Then it goes on to Taylor. Taylor on to Wally. Wally runs into trouble and it's knocked over. We'll play it. Pope doing the tackling. Over the top was Cross. Grills again. Booth. Booth puts that kick downfield again. And there's plenty of open spaces. It's going to find touch again. Another good kick from Natives. And the scrum, guess where? 8 metres from the try line yet again. Scrum to pack down. Brothers will feed it. Gillett will be to put the ball in. Puts it in and takes it out. Brothers to play it. 5 metres out from their own line. Phil Brown wrapped up and we'll play it. Cross gets the pass back. This is Roslin having a run now. Roslin got the ball away to Hayward. Hayward's caught from behind, knocked over. Just out from their own 22, they play it to Brothers. Brown knocked over. Brown will play it. There's Danzy with the kick. Taken by McGoldrick. McGoldrick gets the pass away to Mansfield. Mansfield stop, starts, then runs into trouble, and over the top comes Danzy. Underneath was something else and the linesman straight in. I don't know what happened. The linesman was there on the ball. Mansfield's hurt. I don't know whether it was to report something or just to report that Mansfield has been hurt when he went down in that tackle. Mansfield receives treatment and the score 0-0. Kicks for touch. Harsh it was just called out. It might have been just a general caution in play as to whatever had happened. Lyons still take the tap free, and that he does. Runs it up to the opposition again and is knocked over. 5 metres out from the try line. That's where Natives play the ball. Grills gives it to David Booth. Big David charges, loses it, and it's dived on by Danzy. Brothers in possession. Brown, and away goes Brown, knocked over. Brown will play it. 8 metres out from his own try line. Pope gets 12 metres out before he's wrapped up and put into the ground. Penalty, and that's for an alleged spear tackle. A penalty to Brothers. Pope takes the tap, runs it up, tries to bust through Grills but can't. Dickinson's over the top. It's played. This is Roffey. Roffey's knocked over. 8 metres out, 8 metres short of the halfway in their own territory. Brothers as Harsh gets it. Harsh holds it up, gives it to Roslin. Roslin's wrapped up. Booth throws him into the ground. Roslin will play it. In a dummy half is Hamilton. Hamilton gets it out. That's Kuehl. Kuehl's knocked over. Brown, Hayward. Hayward over the halfway. Wrapped up. Hayward will play it. Gill, here's the kick. Mansfield waits for it and takes it. Ian Turner's tackled. He gets up to play it. Booth puts the kick in. This one won't find touch. Roslin comes across to pick it up. Takes it now. Starts to run upfield. Taylor's waiting for him. Taylor gets him. Hibbard's there. Booth there, and he will be held. He will play it. Roffey's a dummy half. Roffey runs into Grills. And across comes Sherlock, and they wrap him up. Roffey plays it forward. Goes himself. He's picked up by Grills and knocked over. Plays it. Cross. It's it through Gill. Harsh holds it up, gives it to Kuehl. Kuehl's met in solid defence. We'll play it. Wally and Booth were the tacklers. It's played now. Brown gets it across to Hamilton. Hamilton went to pass it, couldn't. Took the tackle instead. That was from Plath. He's played it now. There's Pope. Pope puts the kick in. Finds touch. So a scrum will back just outside the 22 of Natives. It's 18 minutes remaining in the half. Scrum packs, put in by McGoldrick, taken out by Brothers, penalty Natives, and that's for a foot across, and Stephen Gill not very impressed. So, differential penalty. McGoldrick would kick for touch. There's the left footer. Finds touch. Tap free will be taken. 5 metres inside Brothers territory. Lyons will take it. Takes the tap and as normal runs it up. He's put down by Cross and Hayward. It's played. This is Sherlock. Sherlock met by Kuehl. Run around. Wally's lost the ball. Harshid's ended up with it. Plays it on his own 22. Barry Danzy, going for a run, knocked over. Danzy to play it. This is Hayward. Gill throws it across now to Harsh. Harsh tries to have a run, but he's met. Dixon and Booth are there to knock him over. He'll play it. Kuehl gets the pass away to Roslin. Roslin bumps off Plath. Wally's got hold of him. Booth comes in over the top to knock him down. Play back Pope. Pope puts the kick in. It's a high kick. Evans under it. Takes it well. Under pressure and is taken in turn just as well by Cross and also Roffey. Plath will play the ball. Plays it now. Hibbard a dummy half to Taylor. Dickinson up to halfway. Grills. Booth's knocked over. Booth will play it inside Brothers territory. McGoldrick. John Booth to Dixon. Dixon's gone without the ball. No, it's 6-on-2, says the referee, as Natives have come up with it. Natives to play it. Played back now, through Booth. Then on to Sherlock, got the ball off McGoldrick. McGoldrick spreading them wide. Played to Grills. Grills runs it from dummy half. Charges upfield. Missed by one. Knocked over eventually by Hayward on the 22. It's played back now. Sherlock gave it then to McGoldrick. McGoldrick with it again. Gives it to Wally. Wally's caught. Wrapped up. 3 Brothers defenders there. Pope. Cross and also another one. And meanwhile, it's back with Sherlock. Sherlock's wrapped up. Sherlock's knocked over. Penalty to Natives, and that's for stealing the ball. Second player coming in. Will they go for the 2? It's just to the right of the uprights. I'd say they might go for 2. They are. So with 14 minutes remaining on the clock in the first half, it's 0-all. Aldrich Gets himself set, asks for someone to hold the ball. Taylor put the finger on the ball. This wind causing great havoc for the kickers, trying to get the ball set today. We've seen it right throughout the afternoon in all grand finals. Here's the kick. And it's there, so first points of the 1985 A-grade grand final go to Natives, and they lead 2 points to 0. Barry Nancy's going to kick off for Brothers. And there's the kick. Taken by Wally. Wally runs it up, runs away from one. Can't get away from the second line of defence. Haywood and Pope knock him over. Lyons gives it then to Taylor. It was Taylor knocked over. To David Booth. 10 metres short of the halfway, still in their own territory. Grills gives it to McGoldrick. McGoldrick puts the big kick in. I think this one will find touch, or did it? Touch and goal. So it's Brothers now with the tap from the 22. Tap's taken. Brown it was that did it. Brown's knocked over. Brown will play it. Plays it across. Here's Pope again. Gee, gets through a heap of work. Pope will play it. Him and Cross. It's played back. This is Cross. 10 metres short of the halfway. Cross plays it. Pope. Then on to Gill. Gill gets it across to Harsh. To Hamilton, then on to Brown, and away goes Brown. This is Brown in full flight, wrapped up. But a great run from Brown, 10 metres inside Natives territory. He plays it forward. They're not going to give him an inch because he'll take a mile. Brown wrapped up again. He'll play it. Grills gets rolled off him. He plays the ball now. Here's Gill. Gill kicks it up in the air. There's the bomb. It's going to roll back to Brothers. Hamilton took it. Throws the pass out to Danzy. Puts another one up. And up it goes. They're all underneath it. Wally called for it, lost it. Brothers get it back. 6 on. Harsh tries to come through the crowd. He's knocked over. Here's Brothers' big chance. They're inside the 22 of Natives. Gill nowhere to go. Has to take the tackle. Natives spreading themselves across the field. Brothers running with it. That's Cross from dummy half again. Gets the pass away to Danzy. Danzy's just short. Oh, how close. Crosses push back, or is he held up? No, push back, will play it. Plays it. This is Brothers' chance. Gill. Oh, so close. Last tackle for Brothers. Well, they put it up. It's thrown across field to Pope. Oh, they've knocked the ball down themselves. And that's a knock on, so a scrum will pack. Ran into one another. The scrum to pack, put in by McGoldrick. It's won by Brothers. Gill from the base of the scrum, knocked over, just short. Will play it. Plays it now. Brothers have got miles of men over on this side. They can get the ball out, but they can't. Kuhl's knocked over. They'll play it. They've still got a ton out here. Danzy gets it out to Cross. Cross is knocked over. Cross to play it. Brothers with the pressure on now. They play it, gives it to Brown. Brown's wrapped up, ball and all by Booth. Brown will play it. They're only 5 metres out from the line. They swing it across field. Kuhl cuts back infield. Now he's still going. Gets the pass away. Ball's gone loose. Brothers pick it up. Knock on. Well, Brothers really putting on sustained pressure now. The scrum to pack. They won the last one against the feed. It's put in by McGoldrick. Natives win it. McGoldrick comes away with it. Kicks it. And it's taken over the dead ball line by Booth. So Booth will now have to bring it back, and it's a dropout. So Brothers still with their chances now with the dropout to come to them. McGoldrick to take it. And it's a low one. Harsh chases it. Brown takes it. Brown runs it back up towards the 22. Set sail as Brown. Dixon knocks him over. Plays the ball back to Cross. Tim Roffey coming in from the wing. Tim Roffey throws the pass. It's loose. It's dived on by Gill. Gill still in possession. Brothers in possession. Just outside the Natives 22. Here's Barry Danzy, the dummy. And away goes Danzy having a run, but he's knocked over. Barry Danzy ever so dangerous in that position. He runs from the play the ball, played it forward and took off. 9 metres short of the try line are Brothers. Danzy to play it. Plays it to Cross. Now to Gill. Now to Brown. Brown finds a gap and whoa! Just closed on him. Just closed on him. Dickinson got him round the ankles. Over the top came Plath. This is the last one. The kick is too big. The last tackle, the kick by Hamilton, too big. The scrum, I beg your pardon, the tap free will be taken by Natives on the 22. Sherlock takes the tap, runs it up to the opposition and takes the tackle. Hewland Cross. It's given out now to Taylor, then on to Wally. Wally holding onto the ball grimly. Knocked over by Brown and Hayward. Taylor. There's McGoldrick's kick. It's a big one. Will it bounce into touch? It's bounced over. Oh, top kick. A great kick from Steve McGoldrick. It's bounced over the top of Brown's head and into touch. So this scrum will pack down, and it's about 8 metres out from the try line yet again. Seven minutes of the half remain, and it's 2-0. This scrum to pack down and to be put in by Brothers. Gill will put it in. Gill puts it in and takes it out. Oh, Brothers relieve the pressure. 10 metres out from the line. Pope. Pope knocked over. Pope will play it to Cross. It's Kuehl with it. He's meant by Wally, gets the pass away to Harsh. Harsh tries to throw off the tackle, but Booth smothers him up. They're on their own 22, Brothers. This is Roslin. Roslin's knocked over. Roslin will play it. Plays the ball now. This is Pope. The ball's gone loose. Booth's got it for Natives and takes the tackle immediately from Pope. Taylor runs it from dummy half, pushes off Kuehl. Kuehl hangs onto his jersey, knocks him into the ground. Over the top comes Cross and also Hayward. It's played back now. This is Booth. Booth gives it to Dixon. Dixon gives it to Mansfield. Then on to Hibberd. Hibberd down the sideline. He's got people cut back inside. Just couldn't get the pass away. Plath was there unguarded. Plath gets it across to McGoldrick. Then to Taylor to Johnny Booth. Booth's just short. Just short and hurt. Johnny Booth is hurt in that tackle. They came in across the top of him, winded him a little. This is a chance to settle things for a couple of seconds. 5 minutes of the half remain. Booth did go down. That was a bit of a heavy crunch. Harsh went in over the top, so did Danzy. Nothing deliberate about it. It's just one of those things. Five minutes of the half remain. Booth back on his feet after receiving attention from the ambulance and also the runner. Plays it now, Grills, gets it out to McGoldrick, then on to Wally. Wally's knocked over. This is the last tackle for Natives. It's played now. McGoldrick. McGoldrick puts in the little kick. It's over the line and taken out over the dead ball line. But it's actually beaten the player over the dead ball line, so back to the 22 for the tap. 5 minutes of the half remain. Here's the tap taken by Cross. to Pope. Pope caught and knocked over. Or caught. Stands in the tackle, plays it. Cross, runs from dummy half. 10 metres short of the halfway are Brothers in their own territory. Brown's in there from the wing, gets it across field now through Harsh. It goes to Hamilton, back to Roslin. Roslin's wrapped up. Dickinson down low. Taylor over the top. Played back, Kuehl with it. Kuehl's knocked over. 10 metres short of the halfway. This is Brown in from the wing again. He gets away from one, holds the ball up. Pope's caught, but 10 metres inside Natives territory. Final tackle for Brothers. The kick will come from Gill. There it is. It's along the ground this time, and it's picked up by Mansfield. Mansfield's knocked over on his own 22. David Booth goes into dummy half. Runs it from dummy half. He's caught. Takes the tackle. Plays it now. Sherlock runs it from dummy half. Runs into Brown. That's Dave Brown. He wrestles him into the ground. Grills at dummy half now to Taylor. Taylor onto McGoldrick with the run around to Taylor. Taylor tries to straighten up. He's caught. Gill's in there to knock him over. It's played. Then on to John Booth. Booth out then to Wally. Wally didn't go very far at all. Pope and Hamilton are there. Lyons with it now. This is the last tackle. Grills puts a little kick in. Into touch on the full. And the scrum will pack down. 3 minutes of the half remain. 2-0's the score. Scrum to be fed by Brothers. Gill will put it in. Big problems getting the scrum set. Goes down now. It's put in by Brothers. Brothers with it. Gill came up with it. Brown dancing down the sideline, runs into Booth. McGoldrick's there too, and they throw him into the ground. But Brothers now can put up an attack. They're in the 22 again. Kuehl is knocked over 10 metres out from the try line. They look dangerous when they're in this 22 of Natives. Hayward forging ever closer, 8 metres out. Hayward will play it. Plays it now. There's Brown. Dave Brown can't get the pass away, and they push him back. Brown will play it to Cross. Here's the wall. It's passed back. Danzy nearly went without it. Danzy nearly got through too when he did get the ball back. And that's it, a changeover. Natives get the ball back. Grills wrestled into the ground by Barry Danzy. Grills gets up and plays it to Taylor. Taylor's caught by Danzy and knocked over. Dragged back. Taylor gets up and plays it. So back to Grills. There's the kick from McGoldrick. That looks too big to me. No, it's bounced nicely. Brothers just stood there and watched it. Roslin's chasing it back, so is Brown, and Brown gets it. Brown starts to head across field. Then he changes his mind. Gets tackled by Lyons. Got the pass away to Roslin. Roslin's caught. Booth followed him up. Taylor was there also to knock him over, as was Sherlock. Brothers with it just inside the Natives territory. John Booth down in back play again. It's thrown across field. This is Brown, gets it back inside to Hamilton. Hamilton gets the pass away to Kuehl. Kuehl can't get the pass away. He's wrestled into the ground by Dickinson. We'll play it. Here's Hayward with it. Hayward running. Hayward finds a gap. Gets the pass back to Brown. Brown gets the pass away to Dancy. And McGoldrick knocked the pass down. But here's Brothers again. We're in the final seconds of the first half. It's Cross. Brothers putting on the attack. Cross will play it now. It's thrown across field. Couldn't get the pass away. Kuehl will play it. The siren will go at any stage. Here's Brown. Brown holds it up. Brown's caught by Platt. Can't get the pass away. That's the hooter for half-time. Roffey knocked over. And that is half-time. Hooter has gone. Half-time. And at half-time, Natives 2 lead Brothers 0. Teams back on the field for the second half, final half of the 1985 A-grade Rugby League Grand Final. Both teams still intact, and it's going to be Brothers running with the wind, and they'll also be kicking off. Getting quite cool as that wind whips around Salter Oval. John Booth's been asked. He says yes, he's right. Ronnie Harsh says yes, and here we go with the second half. Danzy to kick off, deep downfield. Taken but knocked back by the fullback in Mansfield. He'll run it out. 10 metres out from his own try line. Mansfield will play it to Hibbard. Hibbard runs from dummy half. Knocked over. Hibbard will play it. This is Dickinson. Dickinson to play it. Plays it now to Taylor. And on to McGoldrick. McGoldrick gives it to Wally. Wally's gone without it. And dived on by Brothers. That was a bad mistake. Brothers now 10 metres out from the natives' try line. Hayward, Hamilton it is. Hamilton is knocked over. He'll play it. Hamilton gets up now, plays the ball. Hayward with it. Hayward's wrapped up. 9 metres out. It's played. Gill dummies. Gill can't get the pass away, but he's caught by Taylor. Plays it. Now it's given across field to Kuehl, then on to Harsh. There's plenty of men over Roslin if he can get the pass away. Now he gets it back inside to Harsh. Harsh goes the ball out to Kuehl, then on to Roffey. Roffey gets the pass away to Cross. Cross can't get the pass away. He takes the tackle. 10 metres out from the line, right in centre field. Last tackle for Brothers. There's the kick from Pope. It's the field goal attempt. He's missed it. Away to the right, the left of the uprights. So back to the 22 we come with the tap. Tap will be taken centre field. Dickinson will take the tap. Takes it, runs it straight up. Dickinson to play the ball. Open cross with the tacklers. This is Taylor with it now on to Wally. Wally's knocked over. Wally will play it. Cross and Gill with the tacklers. Given out to Dixon. Dixon knocked over. Dixon to play it. Plays it now. Crossfield it goes. That's Dickinson. He's lost the ball. Brothers with it. And Harsh has got it. Away goes Harsh. Harsh sets sail. Pass was given away to Hamilton, but he couldn't get the pass away. Natives wrapped him up. He'll play it. Brown and gives it on to Pope. Pope's knocked over. Pope will play it. Brown is in a dummy half. Cross to Gill and on to Harsh. Harsh got no one out there with him. Harsh will take the tackle. Knocked over by Wally and Booth. Harsh plays it. Danzy's with him as dummy half. Through Kuehl and on to Brown. Brown puts in the little kick. Up it goes. Brothers come up with it. Brothers knocked over. That was Roslin that came up with it. Roslin plays it. Here's Gill with a little kick. There's open spaces there. Mansfield takes it. Mansfield to run it up for natives. Runs into Hamilton, driven into the ground. He'll play it. Plays it now to Hibbard. Hibbard runs it from dummy half. He's wrapped up. Hibbard will play the ball. Sherlock gives it out. That goes to through Taylor to Booth. Booth's wrapped up. Booth will play it. Into Grills. Booth's got it now. Gives it on to Dixon. Dixon gets it away to Plath. Plath running out of room out here. Gets caught. Loses the ball. Dived on by Barry Danzy. Plath in turn dives on Danzy. Now it's Brothers in possession. Danzy will play it. Danzy to play it now. Roslin with it. Roslin's caught. Wrapped up. He'll play it 5 metres inside his own territory. Plays it now. Hope. Crossfielder goes to Brown. Brown gets it out to Gill, out to Brown. But a great covering tackle from Taylor. Put Brown into touch. With Sherlock, as a matter of fact. And the scrum will pack down. Scrum packs. Put in by Natives, taken out by McGoldrick. McGoldrick along past to Dixon, but the brothers' backs up quickly to knock him over. Dixon up quickly now to play the ball. We'll play it to Booth. Booth gives it on then to McGoldrick. McGoldrick gives it on to Mansfield. Had no one to give it to. Takes the tackle. Lyons is over from the other, in from the wing. Glass injured. It's thrown out to McGoldrick. McGoldrick gives it to Booth. Booth gets it back to McGoldrick. Now out to Wally. Wally gives it out to David Booth. David Booth dummies once. Then he got the ball away. Natives with it. That's Dickinson that's got it. Thrown across to Wally now. Wally takes the tackle, knocked over. Wally will play it. So to Sherlock and McGoldrick. McGoldrick decides to have a run. He hasn't done this all day. Gives it out to Hibbard. Hibbard sets sail down the sideline, but he's wrapped up and into touch. So a scrum will pack on the 22 in Brothers territory. Scrum packs, won by Natives, and McGoldrick dives on it. McGoldrick will play it. Hibbard from dummy half runs up to the 22 before he's put down. Hibbard up now, plays the ball. Dickinson charges forward. Natives 10 metres out from the brothers' try line is where the ball's played. Taylor onto Wally. Wally holding onto it, takes the tackle. Tackles are running out for them, but Grills gets it onto Booth, then onto McGoldrick. McGoldrick decides to have a run, flicked it back inside. It was off the shoes of Hibbard. Hibbard got the ball back. The ball's still loose. It's dived on by Natives. Knock on. Scrum will pack. The scrum will pack down. Scrum's screwing around. Scrum reforms. Gill will put it in for Brothers. Puts it in and takes it out. And he's jumped on by McGoldrick. Plays it now. Brothers to play it. On their own 22. Hayward. Hayward's knocked over. Hayward will play it. Danzy puts in the little kick. Booth running back for it. Danzy's running for it. Booth's got it. Knocks it back and it's grabbed by Mansfield. Lucky escape. Mansfield with it. Mansfield, Grills. Grills from the dummy half puts the head down. Little ferreting run. Plays it on halfway now to Lyons. Lyons has gone into the centres from the looks of things, and Platt looks like he's on the wing. Sherlock plays it. Mansfield. The ball out to Dickinson. Dickinson's knocked over. It will be played. Natives now stretched across the field. Taylor, McGoldrick, Booth. Then on to Dixon. Dixon can't get the pass away. Takes the tackle instead. Dixon will play it. Up there was Harsh and Gill, the halves of Brothers. It's played back to Booth. Booth then gives it to McGoldrick. McGoldrick puts the kick in, the little grubber kick. It finds touch. Now a scrum will pack on the Brothers 22. Scrum to pack. Goes down now. It's put in by Brothers. The scrum screwed right around. Penalty Natives. Brothers have collapsed it. So now it's a chance to add extras. Oh, they can't, of course. It's a differential penalty. They gain some more ground, get them down into the 22. But that Brothers defence, very, very good. There's the kick from McGoldrick. Doesn't gain much ground. Hibbard it is, that will take the tap free. Comes in, finds the line, takes it, runs it forward, straight into the defence. 10 metres out from the try line are Natives. They're lined right out. Dickinson runs hard. Dickinson's wrapped up. Three brothers defenders in there to knock him over. Plays the ball back to Grills. Dickinson's hurt too. Booth's got it. Booth couldn't get it back to Taylor in the run around, and Booth's wrapped up. Booth will play it now. Plays it to Taylor. Taylor gave it to Wally. He's had the dropsies today and he's gone without it. Now the ball's loose and he's got it back. Natives get the ball back. That was a let-off. Taylor's come up with it. Taylor plays it now to Booth. Booth will go from dummy half. No road through there, but Barry Danzy's there to stop him. Plays it. And on to McGoldrick, to Booth. Holds it to Dixon, gives it to Mansfield. Mansfield's knocked over. Mansfield will get up and play the ball to Booth. Mansfield slowly to his feet, he's hurt. Plays it now, this is Taylor. Taylor's knocked over. Natives running out of tackles. Dickinson's back on his feet. It's played to Grills, then on to McGoldrick, back to Booth. Booth along past to David Booth. Back inside to Sherlock. Sherlock finds some room to move, charges but is knocked over. Last tackle for Natives. 5 metres out from the line. They play it to Taylor. Taylor gives it to Booth. Booth puts the kick in. Taylor's picked the ball back up again. Flicked along the ground. Brothers ball. Brothers come up with it. Brothers to play it. Brothers play it down injured too. Meanwhile, Brothers to play it. They're 10 metres out from their own line. Brothers play the ball. It's kicked through by Brothers. That's what their game's going to be this half, like Natives was last half. And a big kick from Brothers too. And this scrum will pack down 9 metres inside Natives territory. All players back on their feet. Both sides back intact. Natives to put the ball in. Scrum's gone all over the place again. Scrum reforms now. It's put in by McGoldrick. It's kicked out. Failure to the box, and we've just seen who are having some power problems. I don't know whether you got that or not, but a try to Timmy Roffey. Barry Danzy's just converted it. So it's 6-2. Kuhl's been tackled with it.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hayward gets tackled. He played it to Pope. This is his inspired Brothers lot now. After that try, the ball's gone loose. Brothers have ended with it again, but it's a knock-on. The kick was put through. It was dropped by Natives, knocked over the goal line, and Timmy Roffey was able to race through and dive on it. And that's the try. And that could be the try that seals the match. There's 22 minutes remain. It's put in by Natives, taken out by Natives. And this is Mansfield. Mansfield tackled. But Brothers, a total inspired team at the moment. All new inspiration out there. Hibbard runs it from dummy half. A lot was said at half-time that the team that scored the first try in the second half would wrap it up. And that certainly looks as the way it is. Wally. Wally will play it. Booth. Booth to McGoldrick. McGoldrick on then to Booth. Then on to Dixon. Quick hands to Mansfield. Mansfield set sail downfield up towards the 22. Knocked over. Hibbard to go in a dummy half. He's in a dummy half. Gives it out to Booth. Then it goes out to McGoldrick to David Booth. David Booth charges upfield. Gets to the 22. Knocked over. David Booth will play it. This is the last tackle for Natives. Give it to Sherlock. Then on to McGoldrick. McGoldrick for the kick. Sets it up for the kick. Chasing it through. It's too big. No, Roslin takes it. They've got Roslin covered. No, he can get out of there. Yes. Just gets out of his own in-goal area. Will play it. Plays it now. Brown running with it. Brown still going. Sherlock misses him. Brown comes back in field. They follow him up and knock him over. Brown will play it. Plays it to Pope. Pope gets it on to Kuehl. He's lost it. So's Natives. Knock-ons both ways. No, 6 on, says the referee. Pope comes up with it. Pope will play it. Dickinson's down injured. Pope plays it back now. Hayward's caught. David Booth puts him into the ground on the 22 in Brothers territory. It's played back now. Here's Danzy with the big kick. And big kick it is, but it's straight down. Mansfield's missed it. That's a bad miss. He's got to chase it back now. Starts to run it up. These quick brothers' backs are up there fast to knock him over. He gets away from one. Can't get away from the second and is put down. Brown's in there as well, along with Harsh. He'll play it to Hibbard. Hibbard will run it from dummy half. Brown's got him, wrestles him into the ground. 10 metres short of the halfway in their own territory are Natives. They play it back. It's played back now. Sherlock's knocked over. It will be played by Sherlock to Taylor. Taylor from dummy half, up the blind side. It's just over halfway. He'll play it there. It's played back now. Booth gets it on to Lance Wally. Wally tried to pass it, decided against it, takes the tackle. Gets up and plays it now. McGoldrick's a dummy half. McGoldrick puts the kick in. And Roffey takes it, doesn't find touch. Roffey runs it up. Platt takes him and knocks him over, along with Lyons, and they put him down. Roffey to play it. Roffey will play it now. Just inside his own half. This is Hamilton. Hamilton's wrapped up. And Hamilton's put down. Lost the ball. McGoldrick's got it. He nearly lost it too. Platt ends up with it. Platt comes forward. He's caught, gives it to Lyons. There's nowhere to go there for Keithy Lyons, and he takes the dump. Lyons will get up and play it now. And a penalty, Natives. And it goes on to Sherlock. Sherlock's wrestled into the ground. Sherlock plays it. Grills with the run around, but instead it goes to David Booth. David Booth upfield, knocked over. 18 minutes of the ball game to go. Brothers lead 6-2. Here goes Grills. Sees a gap down the middle. Charges down the middle. Grills will play the ball to Booth. Booth plays it now into McGoldrick. Back to Booth. Booth is knocked over. This is the last tackle for Natives. Give it to McGoldrick. McGoldrick puts the kick up. Too high this one. Too long. Back to the 22. The tap to be taken by Brothers on the 22. Taken now by Cross. That's Pope. Pope's knocked over. It's played. Hayward. Hayward's knocked over. Hayward plays it. This is Brown. Dave Brown gets the pass away, and away goes Brown. Brown's down the sideline. He's put the kick in. And Wally kicks it over the dead ball line. He was closely pursued by Cross. So, the dropout from under the goalposts will give Brothers the chance to put the pressure back on Natives. 17 minutes remain. There's the dropout. Going to go straight to Barry Danzy, and away goes Danzy. Danzy takes off. Grills takes him in a nice tackle. Dixon over the top. Cross is Kuehl with it. Kuehl runs it up. He's wrapped up by Grills. Kuehl will play it. 16 minutes remain. 6-2 Brothers lead. This is Hayward. Hayward, if he can get it away. Got it away. Oh, so close. Brothers well and truly on the attack. Brothers to play it. Gill plays it. Cross decides to go himself. No way through. Will play it there. Gill's in a dummy half. Gill plays it. Gives it on. Brothers to play it. It was Roslin. It's played back. Gill's missed the ball. It's kicked through. Oh, Taylor's missed it too. The ball's still loose. Dived on by Natives. Mansfield's come up with it. Mansfield gets up slowly to play it. Picked up by Sherlock. It'll be played by Dickinson. Taylor. Taylor runs it up. Booth onto Hibbard. Hibbard in to do some rucking. He'll play it back. Johnny Booth, the dummy half, directing the traffic now. Given to David Booth. Booth charges up. Met solidly in defence and plays it on the 22. McGoldrick gives it on to Booth. Booth puts the kick downfield. It's not going to find touch. There's plenty of people there to pick it up. Brown takes it. Brown will start to run it up. Run it up he does. Out of one tackle. Out of two. Followed up by Booth. Wrestle him into the ground. Brown will play it. 15 minutes remain. 6-2 is the score. Brothers leading Natives. Hayward knocked over. Played again. Thrown out. This is Brown. Brown's broken through. He's got Kuehl with him. Throws it back to Brown. Brown's dived on it. So Native Brothers still in possession. Thrown out. Oh, Ruffy's missed it. And a knock-on will be played. Scrum to pack down. Aaron Pym's on. Tim Roffey's off. That's the only replacement we've had so far. And Roffey's won the grand final for Brothers, I feel. Ball's put in for Natives. The scrum's going to screw around. It's going to come out Brothers' way. Brothers win the scrum. Pym in there to be a dummy half. Runs from dummy half. Knocked over. Kuehl's caught and knocked over. Wally was doing the tackling. It's thrown out again. Crossfield, Brown to Brown, and away they go. Charges, oh, he's lost the ball. Dived on by Natives. Natives to play the ball, a metre out. Oh, if he hadn't lost that, it would shut the gate. Hibbard knocked over, 5 metres out from his own line. Brothers are really pouring on the pressure. Hibbard will play it. This is Plath. Plath knocked over. Plath to play it, 10 metres out from his own line. Played, it's given out. Natives running with it. Mansfield it is. Gets it to Hibbard. Hibbard takes off upfield. Followed up by Cross and barreled. Will play it. 3 metres short of the halfway. Plays it now. Out it goes through Taylor. McGoldrick to Booth. Back inside to Dixon. Dixon runs into trouble, knocked over. Dixon will play it. McGoldrick's now in being the general. McGoldrick gives it out to Booth. Booth puts the kick in. This is a higher one, too high. Out on the full. And a scrum will pack down just inside Natives territory. 13 minutes remain. Brothers lead 6-2. Scrum win to Natives. And this is Mansfield. Mansfield's knocked over. 10 metres inside Brothers territory. McGoldrick's a dummy half. Through Booth. Booth no one to give it to. Takes the tackle instead. Natives midway between the half and 22 in Brothers territory. 12 minutes remain and they're down 6-2. Taylor gives it to Wally. Wally props. Cuts back inside. Gets the pass to Lyons. Lyons is knocked over. Lyons will play it. Hamilton was the tackler. Plays it back now to Wally. Wally gives it to Taylor. Taylor to Dixon. Dixon having a run. Dixon knocked over. McGoldrick was there in support. McGoldrick a dummy half now. He plays it to Taylor. Taylor gets it across to Booth. A longer pass to Mansfield. Mansfield puts the kick in. That looks as though it's too big. No, it's bounced away from Roslin. Picked up by Brown. But Brown starts to run and he's wrapped up by Dickinson. Dickinson in there to knock him over. Along with Sherlock. Brothers running it out. Brothers to play it 10 metres short of the half, 10 metres out from their own line with Danzy with the kick. It's a big one. Mansfield sets himself, takes this one on the halfway, runs it up. Brown's coming across. He steps away from Brown, but he's wrapped up. Mansfield will play it midway between the half and 22 in Brothers territory. Brothers lead 6-2. Hibbard's caught. The tackle is in there, Cross and Hayward. None of this forward pack of brothers has stopped all day. Booth wrapped up. Booth will play it. One shoe gone west. It's played. There's McGoldrick. McGoldrick got nowhere to go. McGoldrick will play the ball. It's played now. Booth, then Dixon. Dixon runs it up to the 22. This is the last tackle for Natives. Wally with it. Wally to Booth. Booth puts the kick up. It's gone across field. It's going backwards. The wind's blowing it backwards. And it goes into touch. Hibbert off, Shiver on for Natives. The scrum to pack. Scrum goes down. It's won by Natives. McGoldrick with it. McGoldrick trying to dance his way through. He's knocked over. McGoldrick will play the ball. Plays it now to Booth. Then on to Taylor. Taylor gets it out to Dixon. Dixon back into Taylor. Nowhere to go there. And Greg gets knocked over. The tackler was Gill. Here's Dixon. Gives it on to Booth. Then on to Mansfield. Mansfield knocked over by Brown. And also in there was Hamilton. He plays it. Gives it to Grills. Grills puts the head down and charges. Goes the only way he knows how. Knocked over. Plays it. Mansfield. There goes to Wally. Wally gives it to David Booth. David Booth gives it out to Dickinson. Dickinson on to Plath. Plath wrapped up. Plath will play it. Last tackle for Natives. They're not making any inroads into Brothers territory. There's the kick through. This time they're charging through. There goes McGoldrick through for it. They've dropped the ball. No try. Couldn't see who'd gone down on it, but it's been ruled no try. 8 minutes to go. 6-2. The scoreboard's gone a bit berserk. They've put it up as 6-all. No try there, but there's the dropout. John Booth sets himself, takes it, charges it upfield. Booth knocked over. Taylor knocked over. Taylor will play it. Grills from the dummy half position. The defence is solid. Booth doesn't give it to Taylor. Now he gives it to Grills. Grill gives it to David Booth. Then on to Dickinson. Dickinson's wrapped up. Dickinson will play the ball. Last tackle. No, not last tackle yet. David Booth. David Booth going for a run. David Booth. Held up. Well, the spectators on the other side don't agree with it. Spectators on the other side are not agreeing with it at all, but the referee has ruled he's held it up. A player on for Brothers. There's 7 minutes to go. 6-2. Natives to do any good have got to win this scrum. Brothers, I'd say it'll be the scrum win. A quick whack out to Barry Dancy, but Natives have won it. Booth's got it. Johnny Booth knocked over. Taylor. Then to McGoldrick. Wally's lost it. Brothers have got it. Hamilton. That could sew it up. Hamilton's with it. They give it to Brown. Brown, no one to give it to. Where's Danzy? Danzy set. Here's the kick. No. Gonna run it instead. Danzy's knocked down. Grills is down in back play, hurt. It's passed out, the new player on the field. Then it goes to Pym. Pym's wrapped up. Pym will play it. Midway between the half and 22 in his own territory. This is Roslin. Roslin's wrapped up. He'll play it. It's played back. Pope puts the kick in. It's run down by Natives. Running back for it's Harsh. Archer's away from a couple, but he's finally knocked over. 6 on for Brothers. They're still down in their own territory at their own 22. Pope runs it up. Pope's knocked over. Dickinson's down injured now for Natives. It's played back, the new player on the field. Got it is. Got plays it. This is Brown. Brown's grabbed by the jersey, gets the pass away. Out it comes to Hamilton. He's caught. Lovely tackle from Lyons right round the ankles. He'll play it Pym. Pym gives it then. There's the kick through from Gill. Plath just takes it. Runs it up now. Gets to the 10 metres inside his own half. He's knocked over. And a penalty. Penalty Natives. 5 minutes remain. 6-2 Brothers lead. There's a big kick from McGoldrick. Now, what are Natives going to do? They'll run it down, take the tap. Taking the tap is Mansfield, is front rower. Sherlock takes the tap. Takes the tackle, Grills, gives it then on to Dickinson. Dickinson takes the tackle. Grills in there at dummy half. They're in the 22. Grills gets it back. Wally knocked over. 3 to go. Given out to Taylor, then to McGoldrick, then on to Booth. Did well to hold it, gives it back to McGoldrick. McGoldrick one-hands it back to Sherlock. Sherlock's wrapped up. They're going backwards. 4 minutes remain. Taylor gives it on then to Dickinson. Dickinson charges his way forwards, knocked over. This is the last tackle. 6th and final for Natives. It's given out to Booth. Booth puts the little kick in this time. Roslin takes it. Roslin's knocked over. Roslin will play it 10 metres out from his own try line. Brothers holding on. I think they've got it. Hamilton up to the 22 before he's knocked over. Schreiber in there along with John Booth and Taylor. He'll play it. 3 minutes and Brothers can have their first premiership for a long time. Brown knocked over. Brothers hanging on grimly. Danzy's a dummy half. He'll put the kick in. It's only a little one and he'll follow it through and he's got the pace to get it back. Puts the kick in. Mansfield's made a mess of it. Knocked it on. And a scrum will pack. This scrum will pack down just inside Natives territory with Brothers to feed it. And a win in this scrum and that'll be wrap up the game for Brothers. Well-deserved win. They've got the ball too. Gill's got it. Gill's wrapped up by Taylor. Been a dour affair. And real strong defence on both sides. Played back. He's gone without the ball. And we're going to play a knock on. So 2 minutes remain. Time run out for Natives. And won't the champagne corks be popping at the Brothers Club tonight? Brothers have won the scrum. Penalty Natives. Gill not retiring. There's the kick from McGoldrick. The tap free will be taken. Plath's up there quick to take that. Plath will take it. Takes it now. The crowd's starting to become alive now, knowing there's only a minute and a half to go. Brothers ready to crack that champagne. Dickinson knocked over. 1 minute. 1 minute remains. Taylor gives it on to Wally's ended up with it. We're in the last minute. Natives have got to do something desperate. Grills. McGoldrick's call for it. He'll put the kick up. No, he won't. No. The ball's gone loose. That's the end of it for Natives. Mansfield's with it. Mansfield's driven back. The kicker's got to go. That's the only chance they've got. The Hooter is only 30 seconds away, 20 I'd say. There's the kick, Rosalind takes it well, that's it, shut the gate, close the doors for 1985, it's Brothers. Rosalind takes the tackle, watching the clock. It's about to go down on 20 seconds. Brothers to play it. They play it, 20 seconds left. And Brothers have got it. The Hooter will go in a second. Hope plays it. Danzy puts the kick in and says, let's put them back down there and finish it off. There it is. That's it. The Hooter has sounded. Referee Crawford calls it off, and Brothers have won the 1985 Premiership 6 points to 2.